Hello and welcome to this review of BeatOven.ai. BeatOven.ai is a music service that uses AI to generate music for you, and you can use that where you want. They have quite a generous free package. Let's just have a look at the cost. So I'm using the free package so I can upgrade here. And let's just talk about what the free package gives you. One user, access to various instruments, genres and mood, 15 minutes of free monthly downloads. You must accredit or attribute the music to BeatOven.ai, but you get perpetual license to monetize the music on your content. I don't think it's that clear, but I think that means you won't receive any strikes on YouTube. So if you wanted to get the Pro version, it's $200 per year, and it gives you 2 users, 60 minutes of monthly downloads. Don't have to give attribution. I don't know what the stem downloads are. No idea what that is. And that's that. So that's pricing. So let's look at what we can make. So I've made some different musics, shall we say. And the thing I like about BeatOven is when you make your video, and like I do, I make YouTube videos, you can specify how long you want the music to be. And that just means it's a little bit easier than trimming things down or finding music that fits. But there are some downsides, and we're going to look at those in a moment. So I'm going to make a new track. I click on this plus button and need to give it a title. I'm going to call it demo video. Now this is what I'm talking about, specifying the duration. If we had video that's 3 minutes 13 seconds, fantastic, I could fit the music to that. Let's have music that's 30 seconds long, and we can pick our tempo. I'm going to leave it at the default of medium. Click next. So now we can pick the type of music we want or the type of genre we want. I'm going to go for ambient. If we hover over, you get a little preview. And we can pick the sub-genre. I'm going to go for energetic. And we have to sit back and wait because it starts to compose your track. Now, I find this can take quite a long time. And anytime you make any changes, it takes a long time. This was one of the reasons I picked 30 seconds, because if I made my track 4 minutes, then it might take longer and this review would drag on a bit, which I don't want to do. So thankfully that rendered pretty quickly. You can upload a video here if you want to watch your video as you play the music through. So let's listen to this track. And let's skip ahead and listen to a bit more. Now, I wouldn't want to put that music exactly on my video. It's a bit harsh and grating, so I might want to edit it. I don't think I could use that as it is, so I might want to change the tempo to slow. I could go change the genre again, but I'm going to leave it as it is. And I could change the mood, but I'm going to take some things off. I'm going to take the strings off, and I'm going to click here. Now, I've got to recompose my track. Listen to the changes. So it's got this little, you can see if I go and play it, it tells me I need to compose again. I need to recompose. So I'm going to compose my track, and that's going to render it again with all the changes. But again, this is a bit annoying because you've got to wait a long time. This is only a 30-second track. What if this was a 4-minute track? I'd be waiting a very long time. So now it's the moment of truth. We've made some changes. Let's have a listen. That's much better, but maybe because I've just completely changed it. By going to slow, it's changed the instrument. Let's have a look at these track options. Now these seem like variations, so I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to go for a medium tempo, and again I'm going to have to compose my track again. So I think the requirement to compose the track does get annoying quite fast. particularly when you are making a longer track. So this is my third go at making a track that I think sounds good. Let's see if it is any good. It starts out with such promise. I think the synth is a bit intrusive and overrides it. So I'm going to take the synth off. Actually, no, it's not the synth, it's this I didn't like. So I'm going to have to recompose again. Or maybe not. What you can do is you can cut it and you can change the track. So if I've got this as energetic ambient, if I put a cut in, the next part I could change to cinematic slow, for example. There doesn't appear to be any way to add in additional time or an additional track, which is a bit of a shame because I can't show you this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to render this track, and then as I go through to another track, I'm going to play the music in the background. So I'm going to click download here to download the track. That's what stem means. It means you get each individual track. So I'm going to download it as an MP3. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play that music as I go back and load a different project. So in a different project altogether, and you can see what I've done here. I've got one bit of the track that is happy and the next bit is relaxing. So if I just play it here, we'll be able to see the transition between the two. This isn't music that I think I could use. It just doesn't sound right. Things seem to clash with it, and I would say it's not in harmony. But we can go through the steps I've illustrated before to get things more listenable. And of course, don't forget that you can upload your video or your podcast, and you can make dynamic changes as you go through to bring the music down or bring the volume down if you want to. So if we had a talking part here, or we want it just a little bit quieter, I could put that in like so, for example. Something like that. So what do you think of BeatOven AI? Is it something you would use? Is it something you'd use for free? Is it something you'd pay for? Would it solve a problem for you? Do let me know in the comments below. Thank you.